This is a complete guide to the Skull Cavern in Society Sunlit Valley. I'm going to be showing you everything you need to get there, what to do once you're there, what to look out for in each level, etc, etc. So, number one, to get to the Skull Cavern, you need a Skull Cavern teleporter. In order to get that, you need to go into your quests and then go down to Community Centre Vault. Complete these, which is literally just a load of coins, and you get Vault completed, which gives you the teleporter. Once you've got that first teleporter, you can then buy a second one from the blacksmith, and it's here for 4,000. But obviously the first one is going to cost you a lot more than that. Regarding what gear you want when you go down there, there's a few items I would always take with me. A backpack for storing everything, and then I would recommend taking I've got some somewhere, I think they're in here, escape ropes. These are probably the most important ones, because these will take you straight back out to the surface where you can then get the teleporter back out from any level down deep in the cave. So when you go down there, it will actually knock you out and you will get a hospital bill if you stay in past 5:55 a.m. So you want to start making your way out at 4 a.m. maybe if you're quite deep down, or even at 5 a.m. if you've got an escape rope and you're near the portal vertically there. Always take some good food, maybe some potions, etc. And I would say that iron to gold armor and tools should be sufficient for the top levels of the Skull Cavern. So let's go in there and see what we could find. So I'm going to, it's 11 a.m. I'm going to right click the Skull Cavern teleporter. Now, what you're going to see here is, iron ore and these boulders. If I click a boulder, there's a rope going down. Now, every single day, this cavern is going to regenerate itself, meaning all of the ores you mine in this cavern are actually going to be there again the next day, which means that you can come back each day and it's all replenished, which is really amazing. Now, if you're wondering why I'm going so far out here, it's because although the cavern replenishes itself each day, what doesn't change is blocks you place. So let me show you an example. If we get down to my waypoint, what you'll see is that I have marked, and also I put torches in my offhand so it brightens it up a bit, that's another tip. I have marked this cobblestone next to this boulder because that's where I want to go down. So on the first level, what you're going to get is things like spiders, some zombies, etc. Loads of copper ore, coal ore, iron ore, some lapis, etc. Glowberries. And then as you can see, what I've done here is I've marked this cobblestone to basically say that's where the rope is to the next level. So if I haven't pre-marked this cobblestone here, I would have to basically dig around like this until I found a rope like that one there. But sometimes it can take a while to find that rope. You can also sometimes find these crates, which may have things like coffee beans, coal, or wood logs in, which can be really useful. So I'm then going to go down to the next level, and it's going to get harder and harder. So again, I've marked it with cobblestone here, so I know that the rope to go down is here. Some other things you'll find down here are these ghastly things, swampy. If they hit you, you get poisoned, and when you kill them, they also leave a poison patch on the floor, and when you're coming in with not great gear, that can really harm you a lot. There's also some baby zombies, and there is skeletons as well. There are some other things down here, but they're not in this level. As you can see, lots of ores to mine, and I've marked it with cobblestone, so I know that I'm going to go down here. I've then marked here with cobblestone, so I know that here is going to be the next one where I'm going down. Now, you may want to actually mine out all of these ores on this level, or you may want to go down to get better and better resources and rewards. So at this level, I've marked out the cobblestone here, so I know that it's going to be here. Here we go. And you can keep going down, and eventually you'll get to this icy level where things heat up a bit. That's where you can mine lead. Now, when mining lead, it will give you a cloud of damage. When mining the lead, however, there's a chance that you could get this book. Mining any ores... Oh, no, not that one. It is... Introduction to Algorithms. Mining lead no longer causes brain damage clouds. And I actually had that drop when mining lead, so you just learn the book when it's given to you, but before then you will get a damage cloud. And down here we've got lead ore, zinc, and iron. So as you can see, no mobs on this level. How lucky am I? And then again, you just mine all these boulders until you find a rope down. You may want to place cobblestone or something so you know where your next rope down is. So I just know where all the rope is, and it's never going to get replaced. There's also these earth crystals you'll get. There's also strays at this level, which can slow you down and obviously are worse than skeletons. there are these like huge golems that do a big earthquake attack that is really powerful, horrific as well. So watch out for those, although there's none on this level. Here we go, I can see where I've marked out the next down. There's some creepers here, but in this pack, creepers aren't too bad anyway. There's also drowned at this level as well. Now, as you get to the lower levels of this kind of icy version, you're actually then going to get diamond as well. Oh, and there's also these immortal, which are like super drowned, but they're not really that bad, to be honest. So you're going to get diamond when you get a bit further down here. Not seeing any diamond yet. Another one you might find are these guys just chilled. And also these guys that often have foxes, or sorry, wolves with them, which are glacial hunters. Wolf companion. Yep, still no diamond, but let's keep going down. That's going to be here because I've marked it out. And remember, the cobblestone I placed does not disappear each day. I'm going to go down here. The reason that I just go straight down is because I kind of just want the better loot at this point. I don't really care about the higher levels of, I want to go straight down here and get things like Omni Geode Node. I even got a Nether Star from one of these. In fact, so that's how you can get Nether Stars if you're wondering. Very rare. I've done loads of these. Still not many diamonds or anything. There's actually like a pig. I've never seen that before. Sometimes you can do these 20 times and you come down once more and you suddenly see a new mob that you've never seen before. Then after that, you come down to what I think is the best level, and that is the gold level. There's actually a skill where you can get 4 blocks of gold for every gold you mine. I think it's in the mining skill tree, and that makes this level really, really valuable. There's redstone down here, there's lead, but there's also these magma geodes that you can get here. You are going to get mummies that actually spawn scarabs, and they can be really annoying. And there's also these scorpions down here. There's what are these called? Husks as well. As you can see, even I'm struggling a bit with my iridium armor. But at this point, you're going to be making a lot of money from coming down to this level. And there's still one level below. You're also going to find silver down here as well. And you're going to find iridium ore shortly as well, which is obviously one of the best in the game. I say obviously, you may not know that. One thing to note is that sometimes you may actually come down and you'll break all of these boulders and there'll be no rope. If that happens, what you need to do is just go back up and use a different rope to try and get like down into a different room, because the room you've chosen just isn't that good, for example. So I'm going to keep going down. What I'm actually going to do is go into game mode spectator to show you what comes after this. This is what the map kind of looks like. As you can see, there's some loads of diamond here, and ores, etc. And as you keep going lower, you're eventually going to get to the final one. Here we go. So there's different biomes at this final level. One biome is blackstone, and then the other biome is endstone. You get chorus fruit down here, more diamond, redstone, lead, gold, a lot of magma, more difficult mobs as usual, enderman, iridium, etc. But what you'll also find at these kind of levels, if you're lucky, go right down. There's these ones here. So there's no end dimension. You will find these like shulker ones with dragon eggs in here, and they can take you down. There's also rooms at this level have teleporters, which will take you back to your spawn point in the overworld. Otherwise, use the escape rope that I showed you. There are some other rooms that you get down here, but here we go. You also find some of these down here, which have it has like a token of unity from Britannia, etc. And there's like a slime spawner and things like that. You can see there's one over there in the distance, etc. as well. So TLDR, you want to get as deep as possible. Use an escape rope, get back out to the top level. So if I go into here, and I go game mode, survival, and I just right click this escape rope, what this is going to do is after a few seconds, it'll take me right out to the top. Obviously, if you've gone quite far like I have, you are going to need to get back to your portal before 5:55 a.m. Otherwise, you will not be able to get out. You will faint. You'll have all your gear still, but you will then have a hospital bill. Another tip is that there's another different rope you can find sometimes that lets you descend a level. So if you're struggling to find a rope to go down a level below, there's a special rope that will teleport you to the level below. That can be quite useful. Apart from that, just get better and better gear, get better and better potions, get better and better weapons, always have torches on you, and like I have, mark out, maybe with cobblestone or something like that, the rope to the next level. If you go down the same entry every single day, that cobblestone you place, for example, will never disappear, meaning that you can mark out a route all the way to the bottom every day, that will be there every day, and you will never have to find a new route as you descend, and therefore it gets really easy and fun. And that is everything you need to know about Skull Cavern. If you want to check out any of my other guides in Society Sunlit Valley, I've got farming guides, fishing guides, slime guides, an ultimate guide as well for the whole pack, and I also host a server. Check out the playlist you now see on screen, join the Discord, and don't forget to subscribe.